We are in first alert mode here at Northern News Now today because of severe weather going into this afternoon. Basically, our entire region is in a slight risk for severe weather in the yellow. This is level 2 out of 5. Exceptions are a portion of the Arrowhead and the UP, where there's a marginal risk in place. The main threat going into this afternoon is some very large hail we can see with some of these storms, especially in this hatched area, basically from Duluth on southward, where we can see some hailstones up to 2 inch in diameter. And there's also a tornado threat with some of the storms. In the brown, we see a 5% tornado threat. That may sound very small, but it does mean that certainly there is the possibility, and we are expecting maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes for some of the storms as we go into this afternoon. We see the first round of rain from this morning starting to move out of here. That's not severe. There's not even lightning with any of these storms anymore. They're pushing off towards the east, and then we start to look off to the west, where we see clearing skies. Clouds are starting to move out, and with that increased sunshine in that area, that means we're going to see more instability in that area as well, and that will bring in the chance for those severe thunderstorms as we go into the afternoon and evening. We can see them form by probably mid-afternoon or so in our most western regions. Then they start to move into the Duluth area, probably by later afternoon or into the early evening hours. They will continue to move south and eastward as we go through the evening and overnight hours, with possibly a few more stronger storms, possibly severe even, still in Wisconsin. And then as we go beyond the midnight hour, we see that we are basically in the clear for most of the areas, maybe just a few lingering showers, and then all we are left with by tomorrow morning is maybe some cloud cover and maybe some fog down to the south as well, with some increasing winds as well coming from the north. So it's important for the rest of this afternoon to know where your tornado safe place is, especially since this is the first time this season that we are dealing with a threat like this. Make sure you go to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, go into a hall, a bathroom, a stairway, or a closet, anywhere you can find a small room away from windows. And if you can, cover yourself with blankets or a mattress for any protection, especially against blunt force trauma to the head. The absolute safest place is a basement if you have one, and at any time avoid being in a mobile home or a vehicle. Make sure you get out of there if you're in one and you find yourself under a warning. So it's important as well as we go into this afternoon that you know how to receive warnings. The best way is through a NOAA weather radio, especially when the cell coverage is pretty bad. The weather radio will make a very annoying sound. It will immediately draw your attention. It will read out all the details in the warning. So that is a very useful device. Of course, a cell phone as well, especially with wireless emergency alerts turned on. You can check in your settings if they are turned on. And of course, also with the First Alert Weather app, you will get all the latest notifications. Internet, social media, and also some outdoor sirens if you're able to hear them. Those are very useful as well. But do make sure that you always have at least 2 ways of these options to receive those warnings in case one of them fails, because usually they might. As we go into the overnight hours tonight, we still have the chance of some showers and storms by around 7 p.m., but we start to lose that chance, especially the severe weather threat as we go through the overnight hours. Will remain mostly cloudy also as we go into tomorrow morning with a low of around 54 degrees. Tomorrow is looking like a very different day, decreasing cloud cover throughout the day, mostly cloudy in the morning, mostly sunny in the afternoon. Temperature-wise, very similar to today with a high around 74 degrees. So, just a reminder, we have the severe weather threat for today, with the main threat being some large hail up to 2 inches in diameter. High winds as well, up to 70 miles per hour, and a tornado or 2 cannot be completely ruled out. After today, we still keep that precipitation, slight precipitation chance basically into the weekend, with a better chance returning on Saturday with a few more showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will be on the increase, back in the 80s already by Friday, continuing to climb into the mid to lower 80s towards the middle of next week. And according to this Climate Prediction Center map, it looks like those warmer temperatures will be here to stay.